All right, let's just jump right in. We're talking about how to get those really slick, professional-looking digital signs for your business. Your cafe menu, your real estate listings, that welcome screen in your lobby, but without that massive corporate price tag. And believe me, in 2026, it's way more possible than you might think. Does this sound familiar? You see those awesome dynamic displays in other shops, and you immediately think, yeah, that's for the big chains, not for a small business like mine. It feels like your only options are a boring old printed poster or a huge, scary investment. Well, the good news is that's just not the reality anymore. The technology has completely changed, and it's made it possible for pretty much any business, big or small, to get professional digital signage on a budget that actually makes sense. So, how do you do it? How do you actually get this done? When you boil it all down, there are really two main routes you can go down to get this done without breaking the bank. You can think of it like a choose-your-own-adventure for your business signs. Okay, so path number one is the classic do-it-yourself method. This is where you use what you've already got to kind of hack together something functional. Path number two is the more modern approach, using an affordable, specialized cloud platform that does all the heavy lifting for you. Let's break them both down. Let's start with the one that's probably the most tempting when you first hear about it, the DIY route. Its biggest appeal is pretty obvious. It promises the absolute maximum savings on your initial investment. And what do we even mean by do-it-yourself in this case? Well, it's basically taking everyday consumer tech, like a regular TV you'd have at home and a simple USB flash drive, and just piecing together your own simple display system. The whole goal is to completely sidestep those pricey corporate contracts. And the hardware for this setup, it's incredibly easy to get your hands on. Honestly, you probably have most of it just lying around already. All you need is a standard TV, a USB stick to hold your pictures or videos, and some kind of simple media player, which, hey, could even be an old computer you've got gathering dust. Your upfront cost here can be pretty much zero. It sounds almost perfect, doesn't it? A free system using stuff you already own. But if it were really that simple, wouldn't everyone be doing it? So you gotta ask yourself, what's the catch? And here it is. This is the catch. The hidden cost of the free method isn't measured in dollars. It's measured in your time, your effort, and frankly, your sanity. The money you save up front, oh, you'll pay for it with hours and hours of manual work. Let me just paint a quick picture of what updating your sign actually looks like in the real world. I like to call it the USB shuffle. So first you design a new promotion on your office computer. Then you save it to a USB drive. Then you have to physically walk out to the front of your store, unplug the old USB, plug in the new one, and just cross your fingers that the TV's basic software plays it right. Now, just imagine doing that every single time you need to change a price or update a daily spec. And that little dance really highlights the real-world limitations. Every single update requires you to be physically there. You want to show a breakfast menu that automatically switches over to a lunch menu? Nope, can't do it. You have to be the one to go swap the USB drive at 11 a.m. And what if a screen freezes up while you're at home? You're not going to know about it until you walk in the next morning. There's just zero remote control or automation. So that's the big dilemma, right? You can save a little money, but sacrifice your time and any sense of professionalism. Or is there another way? Is it actually possible to get those pro features, like scheduling and remote updates, without that crazy corporate price tag? Thankfully, the answer is yes. And this brings us to our second path, the smart cloud solution. This whole approach is about combining real affordability with the power of smart, automated software that works for you. This table really says it all. Every single one of those headaches from the DIY method is directly solved by a low-cost cloud platform like KUX. That annoying USB shuffle gets replaced by total remote control from any computer anywhere. The lack of scheduling? That's replaced by smart time-of-day programming. And the unreliable playback is replaced by a professional, automated system you can actually count on. So what do you actually get with a system like this? Well, first off, total automation. Let's say you run 3 coffee shops. From one laptop, you can push a new latte of the day special to all 3 locations at the same time, instantly. No driving around, no USB sticks. Second, you get a smart, simple licensing model. Instead of some huge upfront cost, you just pay a small, manageable annual fee for each screen. And third, you get professional-grade reliability. And this reliability feature, this is a total game changer. The system actually downloads your content right onto your players, so if your cafe's internet suddenly goes down during a busy lunch rush, your menu board doesn't just go blank. It just keeps playing everything perfectly from its local storage. That is a level of professional peace of mind that the DIY method could never, ever offer. So, we've laid out the two main paths for you: maximum savings with maximum effort versus a small investment for maximum automation and control. The final question is, which path is the right one for you and your business? This choice really comes down to what your most valuable resource is. Look, if you truly have just one screen, a budget of literally zero, and you've got plenty of free time to run back and forth with a USB stick, then the DIY method is still a totally valid option. But if you have more than one screen, or if your time is better spent, actually running your business, then a low-cost cloud solution is going to give you incredible value. And that's really what this all boils down to. The choice isn't just about the upfront cost anymore. It's about the ongoing cost of your single most valuable asset, your time. For any growing business, you have to ask yourself, what is an hour of my time really worth? So, if you think automation is the right path for you and you're ready to say goodbye to the USB shuffle for good, you can learn a lot more about how all of this works at kxdcsdigital.com.